So today we're doing a video called Tammy's Pantry. And we saw some people online commenting about, cooking at home, and they saw other people with their recipes and maybe 20, 30 ingredients needed to make up, a certain dish. And they're like, if I'm going to do that, I might as well just eat out. It's going to cost more money to buy all those.
Why do you have your sunglasses on? You're doing a video.
Well,
We're inside. It's
we hurried this so much, I didn't have a chance to do my mascara like J.D. Vance.
okay. You don't need makeup.
I don't need makeup? Okay. All right. Okay, so what I was saying is we're going to show the ingredients that we use for cooking all the dishes we do. Now, this is cooking. This isn't baking.
Yeah.
And Tammy's just going to explain, and this goes from everything from chop suey and
Sweet and sour chicken.
and even sauce.
Yep,
The sauce I make, everything
sauce.
here, everything you're going to see. Now, these are the refrigerated ingredients.
Right.
We got the spices to come later, so I'm just going to hand it over to her now, and she'll explain this to you.
Yeah, so we start with banana peppers. I have this on hand for when I make the stromboli. Grated Parmesan cheese, breadcrumbs, Worcestershire sauce, and soy sauce, and barbecue sauce. And then this is the bourbon barbecue sauce, which we use for bourbon chicken sandwiches. And then ketchup. And that's not just for like eating French fries. That's actually for making sweet and sour sauce. And I use that as kind of the magic ingredient in my beef stew. When you're cooking the beef, you put a little bit of ketchup when you're frying it in the frying pan.
Well, and that's it. I mean, it's an ingredient for, now people might, put it on the hamburger, but
Yeah.
we're not going to show that unless that was the case. Okay, so let's clean this all up. We'll be back in a second and show you the spices.
Right.
So now we have the non-refrigerated stuff, which is mostly spices. So if you want to go ahead and go over what they are.
So we have this beefy onion soup mix, and mostly that's used for rapi pie.
And don't attempt rapi pie. You'll see it there. We really put it up. It was the very first food video we ever did, so we wouldn't have to explain to people what it was.
Yeah.
But I grew up making this with my family, and it was a big affair to do that 2-day project, 20 pounds. Now we make it 5 pounds at a time. It took 10 times before I got it right, before I had an edible version of it. And it's not an easy thing to make, but it's cheap and good.
Yeah, we do have a video up in our playlist. We have cooking videos. Okay, and cornstarch, we use this in a lot of things, like the chop suey. We coat chicken with it. I coat the beef when I make beef stew. We have Better Than Bully, and this is the chicken flavor. You can get it in beef. And I try to keep chicken stock and beef stock on hand in the box. That has 4 cups in it. Right now, I don't have any in the cabinet because what I do is I measure it out into containers and put it in the freezer. So I know how much I'm going to need for the different meals that I make.
And just go ahead and give me a second, and I'll just insert a little clip here showing the box what it looks like. Okay, go ahead.
And then this orange pepper spice, look how much of it I've used, this large container, and I didn't buy it all that long ago. So we use this in a lot of different things. We have bay leaves. This is for the beef stew. If you ever find that it bothers your stomach, use a few bay leaves when you're cooking. That'll help with any indigestion.
And then you take it out before you serve
Yeah,
it.
you take it out before you serve it. You don't eat them.
Yeah.
Crushed rosemary, use that in a lot of our food. Crushed red pepper, add a little bit of spice. And this is perfect pinch steak. And then the perfect pinch Italian seasoning. Salt and pepper, pretty standard. Most people have that on hand. Apple cider vinegar, use that for bug bites. But we also use it in cooking. use that for sweet and sour chicken. That's one of the ingredients.
And
And
we
then
put that on everything.
yeah, it works good for everything, actually. Yeah. Light brown sugar. That's one of the ingredients, not even for baking. That's also for like sweet and sour chicken, for making the sauce to go on the sweet and sour chicken. So all this stuff, like, you keep on hand, and you just use like maybe a teaspoon at a time or a tablespoon at a time. So when you buy these, they're relatively inexpensive, and you'll have it on hand for a long time. And we don't use garlic. Garlic bothers Paul's stomach, so we don't buy that. But if you want to put that in your cooking, you can.
Yeah, I mean, this is all you need. I mean, maybe 25 things to do all the dishes we have.
Yeah.
So you can look at our list, and it doesn't include baking because basically we're looking to make videos for people who are, novice chefs,
Yeah.
or, some single guy that wants to cook some good food, and
Yeah.
he doesn't know how to cook. These are simple enough recipes.
Yeah, keep it simple. And a lot of the recipes we're able to make a smaller amount because it's just the two of us. And then some of them we can freeze.
Right.
What are the ones we found don't freeze well?
Well, chop suey doesn't freeze well.
Yeah.
And the pot pie, pan pie,
Yeah.
that would never make it to the
Yeah.
freezer anyways.
And the stuffed pepper casserole, that froze well, but it's so good we just eat it like in 2 days. We gobble that up. We don't make, if I wanted to make extra, but things that freeze really great are like lasagna. You make sauce all the time. We have little containers of sauce. So if I want to make pizza or chicken parm, and also if you buy shredded cheese in the dairy section, you can freeze shredded cheese. So like if you use a little bit of it, instead of letting it go moldy, put it in the freezer and use it for next time when you're going to make a lasagna or something. Don't let it go bad,
Yeah, and there's another thing I wanted to mention. So we mentioned chop suey. We have a special rotation
Yeah.
for carrots, celery, and onions.
Yeah.
So when we have them on hand, in order to prevent them from going bad,
Mhm.
and there are 4 dishes: the chop suey, the chicken pan pie,
Yeah.
the beef stew,
Yeah.
and then soup. And
Chicken soup. Yeah.
right, chicken soup. So the first 3 things don't go that great in the freezer, but I mean, and you could make one up one day and make a different one up the next day and kind of switch back and forth. But they have such different flavors
Yeah.
that you really don't notice that, you're eating celery and carrots
Yeah,
every
you
day.
don't feel like you're eating the same thing every day because it's different textures and different flavor and stuff. And,
And then when we go through that rotation, the last thing is soup. Because when
Yeah.
you get the soup, it's just whatever carrots are left over, whatever celery's
Celery.
left over, because it doesn't have to be a precise thing. Onions still left over.
Yeah.
And so this way we're throwing away about, my estimate, 2 to 3% of food.
Yeah.
We don't want to throw out food. I mean, and I'm not talking about cooked and prepared. I'm talking about all food, raw food. If we get something that's bad, we won't.
We plan ahead. We know what we're going to have. Like we sit and talk, like, what do you want to have to eat tonight, tomorrow? So we'll have that for 2 days. And then after that, so I know what to take out of the freezer. If I'm going to make, something, then I want to have it thawed out, but also have things on hand like the Philly cheesesteak. I have rolls made. I have cheese slices in the freezer that I put together in plastic wrap. Just take those out, take some rolls out, take a couple steak balls out, and we can have it the same day. I can make pizza the same day. So we're kind of foodies in that sense. We really like to plan our meals. We eat good. Like you said, we don't waste. I can't really think of any food that we throw away. We make sure we eat it all up.
Well, and the steak, Philly cheesesteak sandwich is something that I developed. We wanted to have that at home.
Mm-hmm.
And it was very difficult to find out how to slice the meat. And what people were doing was they were freezing it and attempting to slice it frozen.
Yeah.
So they could get nice thin slices and not waste any. And what they were doing is burning up their meat slicer.
Yeah.
So what I came up with is a method that when I bring it home, I slice it up then. I roll it into balls, which are bigger than a normal meatball, maybe about this big.
Mhm.
We pop them in the freezer. Each one is enough to make one sandwich, and take them out, let them defrost for about 45 minutes on the counter, cut them again.
You cut it
That's
with a knife,
cut it with the
not
knife,
with the slicer. Yeah.
and that's the secret. Twice cut. We take meat that's London broil, what they
Mhm.
would use for London broil, which isn't that great, and it melts in your mouth.
Yeah.
There's no gristle, which is very
Yeah,
important for you.
that's part of the reason I couldn't eat out anymore with Philly cheesesteak, because I can't, if I bite into gristle, I can't finish the rest. It's like a texture thing, so it grosses me out.
Mm,
And you cut all, if there's any gristle or anything
right,
like that, out.
right. Well, so London broil goes on sale. We'll buy $50 worth, and
Yeah,
end up with 50 steak balls. We call them steak balls.
yeah.
We buy a lot of stuff in heavy quantities. When the ribeye goes on sale, I won't
Mhm.
think anything of spending $100 on ribeye. But I think we're going to stay out of the store now because our freezers are full.
Yeah, everything's full. Our cabinets are full. Both freezer downstairs. We have a chest freezer. But check out our playlist for cooking videos. They're very simple, and like we were saying, the stuff you buy on hand.
Hmm.
Once you have it, and you can substitute if you like garlic, if you like other things, then
Well, yeah, a
use
lot of
that.
these recipes are now yours. You took them from somebody else and then you changed them up completely,
Yeah.
either the ingredients or how you cook it to make it even more convenient. And if you have any questions,
Yeah.
fire away.
Yep. We'll be
God
glad to
bless.
answer.
God bless. We love you. Take care.
Thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye.